After the meteor-like arrival of Kobbie Mainoo, showcasing his inspiring performance in a handful of matches, Eric and Man United have made the local youth academy as one of the vital players to closely develop into a long-term pivotal midfielder for Man United. However, with the confirmation of Mainoo live up the hype since last season, another question arises along the statement: who will be the partner in crime for Mainoo under Eric Ten Hag's favourite double pivot formation? Of course, if you are closely monitoring Man United transfer activity, a young name had been hovering around linked with Man United. The price tag even go as high as 87 million, which was bonkers. No doubt the person we are referring is none other than the Spanish wonder kid Javier Guerra. So in this video, we will have a look on the background, strength and weakness of Javier Guerra. Then is he the perfect profile for the partner with Mainoo on the future? In case you didn't know, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marvin, codename CM. Welcome to the Code United channel once again. If you any way, shape or form stumble into this channel and somehow like this kind of content, do please like, share and subscribe to this channel, as each of your precious subscription will be a massive motivation for me to upload new content. And don't forget to ring the notification bell for every new upload. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Kickstarting with glancing on Javi's background. Javi Guerra Moreno, a central midfielder, played for La Liga club Valencia, born in Gillette, Spain, 13 May 2003, made him 21-year-old this year. Javi's journey leading up to this moment was long and demanding, but his journey as a footballer had been very connected to his current club Valencia. Beginning his career at just the age of 5 at UD in which their stadium Estadio Jose Calarmon, named after one of the greatest legends of Valencia's football club. But as great of a club, UD seems to be too constricting for him, and he took a big step by joining Villarreal Football Club. In the Yellow Submarine, Javi did not see much of an opportunity to the first team, and he even have Javi considered to have a career change to tennis, but opted to join Valencia Football Club in the summer of 2019. Undergo 2 years in Valencia, a youth academy that achieved a global reputation for their prolific youth academy by producing some of the most talented, skillful and flair midfielder like Juan Mata, David Silva, Carlos Soler and many more. But right now, Javi Guerra had gradually seen himself shelved among the players recognized as one of the brightest talents developed by the famed academy. Javi Guerra made his debut for the first team on the January 16, 2022 when he came to the pitch as a substitute in the last minute of the Copa del Rey match between Valencia and Atletico Baleares. Till today, Javi had a total 31 matches for Valencia, a relatively small sample for a young promising talent, collected 4 goals and 1 assist. Moving to his strength as a player, Javi's strength can be separated into 2 different categories. First, his outstanding ball carrying, and second is his goal scoring process. Starting with ball carrying ability, in recent times a shift of trend within football has slowly arisen, especially highly valued by top teams. Teams that favor possession style, building up offense through the short passes and rising awareness of other teams that like to press high up the pitch. Ball carrying or dribbling had become a trait a must possess instead of see as a bonus, due to the fact strong dribbling that could easily take on multiple opponents touted to be key to skip past opponent, hence eliminated them from the play at that moment. This trait saw an emergent or returning or battering box-to-box midfielder, and the best example with that trait is the current Real Madrid superstar Jude Bellingham, whom even before joining the Los Blancos contained one of the best ball carrying ability as a central midfielder. While for Javi, standing at 6'2", 188 cm, a contrast to the previous academy player being small, technical and elegant playstyle wise, Javi was a physical force thriving on the ball carrying duty. Also, his ball progression stats have been very impressive, with 2.3 progressive carries hovering at 83 percentile. Furthermore, his 3.7 take-on attempted with 1.96 successful take-on, both sit at 96 percentile, shows his immense confidence and competence when it comes to dribbling and fearless when facing any opponent. Besides that, his ball carrying not just limited on his own arm or sideways, rather his threatening ball carrying to the penalty area under 0.52 carries into the penalty area, sitting at 89 percentile illustrated that. Moving on to the goal scoring process. Harvey, even as a midfielder, sometimes playing deeper as a holding midfielder, has 3 goals under just 17 league appearances. Harvey could easily consider a goal threat either as a box presence or the outside the box. Harvey's goal scoring ability can be backed by the stepwise. His 0.19 non-penalty goals sit at 89 percentile compared with the plus 0.08 goals xG sit at high as 93 percentile, shows either that Harvey is a clinical goal scoring ability. In that addition, Harvey, even his relatively young age, contained eye for a goal, had been superb accurate with his shot on goal. With 38.9% shot on target sitting at 83 percentile, certainly highlighted his amusing ability. While going to the other side of things, Harvey's weakness had been worrying as a central midfielder or a player that will hopefully develop moving forward. Harvey, in my opinion, had 2 great weaknesses that hinder him as a player. First is his passing. Calling Harvey a midfield maestro as a stereotype for a Spanish footballer who widely known for their amazing passing would be a far-fetched. Although Harvey likes to play short passes, he was not often tasked to be the tempo setter or the playmaker from deep. Rather, this was tasked by his fellow midfielder Jose Luis Garcia Varela. With his overall passing stats had been either average or rather more than desired. Yet, this could contribute that maybe Harvey was tasked to be an outlet in terms of more direct ball progression through his ball carrying ability rather than playing intricate passing to alter opponents' movement. Another weakness in Harvey's game would be his defensive disciplinary. Despite Harvey being praised for wide ground coverage and active when defending as the first line of defense, given his 0.37 tackles sit at the 81 percentile, shows his tendency defending at opponent's half. But his overall defending had been average at best. In spite of his tall frame, Harvey was not effective when it comes to tackling with 0.84 dribbles tackle, 38.3% dribblers tackle, and 1.36 challenges losers, had him at below 45 to 30 percentiles, shows him ineffective when it comes to defending challenges. The worst part had been his tendency to collecting cards. With his 17 games under his belt, Harvey have already collected 2 yellow cards and 1 red, and unusual high numbers even with a handful of matches. Of course, these weaknesses could even develop over time due to his young age, and a positive within his weakness is his high willingness to work hard. Going through his strengths and weaknesses, being a tall, physical, and battering box-to-box midfielder, while also possess amazing ball-carrying ability and shooting prowess, but did not have a high-level passing nor outlet as a dominant passing option. This attribute surprisingly very similar to the Man United Scott McTominay, whom tick all the attribute but minus the ball-carrying ability, yet way better in the aerial duel. To me, instead of McTominay, Harvey was much more similar to the Man City player Matheus Nunes, whom shared the same ability, being great ball-carrying midfielder but was questionable on other aspects like passing. We could even compare on the graph-wise that both of them had been pretty close on many aspects. Coming back to Man United, given Mainoo had proven himself as the composure playmaker from deep, also possessed an effective ball-carrying midfielder categorized as a hybrid 6 or 8, the other partner in crime would definitely share the similar aspect, being much more offense and work rate on the defensive end. While for Harvey, who is very competent in ball carrying aspect, especially from deep area, could definitely release the pressure from Mainoo and had Mainoo focus on the tempo setting or playmaking department. Besides that, Harvey's shooting ability could be also allowed Man United an additional threat from midfield, given that Man United had been struggling massively on goal scoring. But the defensive end is where things get very skeptical, as Harvey on the stepwise and even the eye test did not really perform well on that, and the biggest concern for Man United had been defending from midfielders, especially the slow legs of Eriksen, lack of defensive awareness from McTominay, and a too offensive minded of Mount. While Harvey's raw and low defensive awareness might not be a profile for Man United. In short, combining for Harvey's strength at ball carrying, yet his other aspect can be too raw but also lack of the showing because of his limited appearance on the pitch. So, Harvey having linked with Man United and the financial trouble from the Valencia, his best option remains for him to stay at Valencia for 1 to 2 more seasons, get more experience under his belt, and from there, closely monitor his growth. That's the end of the video. What do you guys think? Will you take Harvey Guerra to Man United as Mainoo's future midfield partner? or is it too early to jump to conclusion? Comment down below so that we can have a discussion. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all in the next one.